Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 46 of this Tennis Manager 2022 save. My name is the Custard Prophet and we're back here at the Death Tennis Academy, and it looks like today we'll be hitting that top 100, which is very, very exciting. Let's show you why that is, and also a bit of a problem we've encountered. I think I know what I've done wrong to make this happen, so we'll explore that, also what we're doing next in the Academy infrastructure. We'll start with that one though, I think. One thing I realised is actually we haven't really got the ability to bring many additional players through beyond the players we've got, even though we've got now a decent amount of money going through, because we haven't even got places for a second physio. So we've only got Shaunetta with a physio. The Francesca, she doesn't have a physio at all because we don't have space for two physios at the club, and I can't use the same one for both for some reason. Seems like you should be able to. So with that in mind, I think the one we have to go for is the Sports HQ, and that's just under 300,000. So we should be able to reach that in a couple of months, which is good. But it does mean we will be able to bring in 2 more coaches and 2 more physios plus an additional player, and we will only be kind of pushing this up to about losing about 10 grand a month, so 40 grand every single month we'll be getting in. Obviously we'll have to bring in a physio then, so it'll be a bit less than that, but I feel that is the next step, and then maybe we'll do another one of the business centre or something like that, where we'll bring more money into the club and just get that back up, so we're able to kind of churn the cash in quite quickly. So that's the plan there. Let's have a look how Shaunetta has been getting on, but before you that, we'll have a look how Georgiana, who I called Francesca, is getting on. She is absolutely kicking arse. You can see she has excellent shape, physical condition 100%, and morale beaming, and that's because she's been playing a lot of games of tennis. And this is the problem, I think, with Shaunetta, because now she's in bigger tournaments, she's not playing as much tennis as she probably should be. So let's see what that's done to Georgiana, because you can see that's really improved her physically. So how has she been getting on? And you can see in the last few tournaments, we won't go back that far, but in this Junior 60 event, she got all the way to the semi-finals, as you might expect. In Greece, went to Austria, Switzerland, and into the Junior 300 event, much harder thing, got to the semi-finals again, good amount of points in there. Quarterfinals in a Junior 300 on the hard court in China, and then she, in the last couple of tournaments, in a Junior 60 event, a Junior 100 event in Poland and Slovakia, she's won both of those. So she's doing really well and sort of pushing forward. You can see she's currently just outside the top 10 in the junior rankings, which I'm really pleased to see. Problem we're getting is that we ain't ever going to get close to these things. She wanted to finish top of the junior rankings. She wanted to win the junior finals, win a title in the Grand Slam. I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous, all of this stuff. And I think basically what's happened, and I think this is maybe a little bit of a problem with the AI when it comes to sort of sorting this out, they've just basically put the top thing in all the way through. So yeah, that's unlikely. So we're not going to keep her happy. She's not satisfied in the least. In terms of Shaunetta, you can see she is fully satisfied. Everything has been dealt with. She is ranked 3rd in the UK at the minute, which is really impressive. She's ranked 103rd at the minute. We'll have a look at the rankings and how we think we're going to get into that top 100. And so how's she been getting on recently? Well, she's not actually played that much tennis, and this has been, in my mind, the problem. So she's played a couple of tournaments recently. In Karlsruhe, she got to the round of 16, round of 32, sorry, which was the first round, but she came up against top seed Jessica Pegula, lost 7-5, 6-1. Not really a lot of tennis played there. So then went out to Vancouver a couple of weeks later and didn't get through the first round again here. She was 3rd seed, but lost against a wild card 6-7, 7-6, 6-4, and this was because her shape was all the way down in poor. So one of the things I think I need to make sure we do is we get a little bit of time on the court, and we coming to the Granby Open, which is what we've come back for today. And we only just got through this match against Zoe Howard, but it was such an important one to get through just so we got that little bit of extra time. Unfortunately, we will be playing Elena Svitolina from Ukraine, who's 4th in the world. And the way we're playing at the minute, I cannot see us getting anything out of it. But it might not matter in the slightest, because round of 16 nets us 30 points, which is great. And if you look up here, we currently sit 103rd, as we said. Obviously, we've played a lot less tournaments than some of these folks, but we're getting 30 points. We're losing 4, so 26 points on top of the 458 points will put us around 480 points, which would put us around 96th at the minute. And you can see there are players like Anna-Lena Friedsam, who's not that far above, who's losing 60 points. Elena Gabriel Rousset, 48 points being lost, and this Chinese player losing 55 points. So it looks like we'll end up ahead of those folks, which would bring us up to 100th, and anyone else who we get beyond as well. So I think whatever happens, that's probably not fair to say, but the likelihood is we will be finishing the top 100 at the end of this episode, which is immensely exciting. Let's go and play the match, though. Who knows, we might get through it. So yeah, it's been tough. We played this person before. We played it in Wimbledon, actually. Put a reasonably good performance together. I don't actually remember this match. We probably did it on the channel. 7-6, 6-4 victory. So I think it's going to be a lot harder, and as strange as that is. She's in medium form at the minute. She's strength, serve, power, forehand accuracy, and reflexes. But what I haven't shown you here is how much of a difference this makes for Shaunetta here. Having currently weak form, it does mean that all of these are sitting at -1 rather than +2, +3. So physically, she is immensely weaker than she was when she had really good form. So we just need to keep her on the court and probably play a few more matches where she is easily going to get through the match. I think that feels very important, as well as I understand it, physical training as well, which we to be fair, we've been doing a fair amount of. This is what she's looking like at the minute. I don't think she looks bad at all. But let's drive in. Let's see what we can do. Right, here we go. We're ready. It's going to be tough. Let's drive in and see whether we can push this Ukrainian a little bit, as we did in the first set last time out. Well, it's not been as bad as I thought, but it is the first break opportunity is to the Ukrainian, and it is on our serve. She's 4-3 up, and Shaunetta's just trying to make sure doesn't do anything silly, just drives that past her. Very nicely done. And here's a chance here, a couple of set points, 40-15 down. Shaunetta's maybe not played the right shot there. It's just long. Yeah, it was a very short, chopped backhand. I thought she had a really good first set there, actually. I was pretty pleased with that. Yeah, but not quite enough. Statistics-wise, she's won fewer points there, fewer return points, but still doing good things on her own serve. Probably, getting 64% of her first serves in, that's all right. Winning 71% of those first serve points, that is good. Just not enough of those second serve points, and you can see that Svitolina is getting all of those. So I think we've got, if we carry on like this, we've got a real chance of maybe getting a break opportunity on her serve. But I think we're going to have to work harder in the second set if we want to win that second set. Well, it's a real shame. We were doing really well. And here in this similar sort of time to the last set, and we're Love 40 down, 4-3 down, 15-40 now, so way back from Shaunetta. Does well there, just volley right at her feet. And can she get all the way back here? It's a chance here. Oh, it's gone wide. Oh, that's a disastrous. I mean, it was a hard one to get right, but yeah, looks like a better performance, a much better performance than we've had recently. But Elena showing us why she's number 3 in the world, and we've got a way to go, I think, before we can really test this sort of player. And there we go. It's it. That's it. But the big question is, and we almost knew that was going to happen. 7-5, 6-3 to Elena Svitolina. A very, very good performance. But the question is, have we done enough to finish at the end of this week in the top 100? So, Georgiana got all the way through, won her tournament, but yes, Shaunetta is in the top 100. She is now sitting at 94th in the world. She's finally done it. Massive, massive thing. And we are all ready for the US Open, which is going to be happening immediately. So we are pretty much there already. We'll give you a little bit of a sneak preview. We'll have a look who we're going to play in the first round. Okay, so interesting first round match. It is not against a seeded player, which is nice. We are going to be playing the 51st ranked player from the USA, or Whitney Uswigi, who I don't think we've ever come across before. Depending on how we play, that is it a winnable game? I'm not sure. It's a game that we could win, I think, given the right circumstances. But we're going to be playing all the matches that we play, or we get to play, in the US Open. So we'll start with that one, and we'll see how far we go. If we get quite far, we might well split it up into 2 episodes. I mean, I'm getting well ahead of myself here. Anyway, folks, love to hear what your thoughts are on my ideas of improving the academy. Are we doing it in the right places in the infrastructure? How you think Shaunetta's getting on? Also, notice this just while we're here. Look, Shaunetta, just playing 2 matches, has actually got her shape now to excellent. So she's going to be in a much better place now going into this game. Look at the difference it makes than she was in the last match. So that's pretty fantastic as well. Anyway, folks, that's that. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for our US Open campaign. First time. Wow. Exciting stuff. Bye-bye.